Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to answer some of the easy and hard questions today. We'll start with the easy one. What's the difference between Mark Carney and a toilet? A toilet has a seat. Now, many people are complaining that the fact that Mark Carney was elected is undemocratic, should be illegal. What they did was wrong. Based off the fact, what they did was not actually illegal. There's been a precedent set for this. In fact, Trudeau's father, Pierre, did the exact same thing when he stepped down. They chose a new party leader who also did not have a seat. Or in '93 when Kim Campbell took over, she did, however, have a seat at that point. But regardless, there was no election of the people to decide who was going to be the new leader of Canada. But on that note, that's not actually how Canada chooses the new leader. You vote for your local representative, who then cast their vote for the prime minister, which obviously always aligns with whoever their party is. So we don't technically choose the prime minister as the people, which, I believe we should actually be able to directly vote for who the new prime minister is and everything. I think Mark Carney should be calling an election. He's apparently going to, but I won't believe that till I see it. In fact, I'd be less surprised if he declared national emergency to try and delay the next election, but only time will tell on that. But what Mark Carney did was not illegal, or what the Liberals did wasn't illegal to, let's just say they installed him as the new prime minister. Not illegal, but many people disagree with it, including me, and probably wrong exactly what they did on multiple levels. But there's really nothing we can do currently as the people to fight back, aside from protests and try and force Mark Carney's hand to call an election, which, like I said, I think should be the next step here. So let's hope that that's what happens here soon. I'm not counting on it, but it's always in the rumor mill. There's also been a lot of talks about the fact that the primary, or the selection for the new Liberal leader / prime minister, was rigged. The fact that the Liberals had 400,000 registered voters and they disqualified about 250,000 of them. They told people, do not come, do not vote if you don't align with the party's beliefs. They kicked people out of the event. There was just a lot of circumstances around this. They're claiming that there could have been fraud from somewhere like China, or interference. So far I haven't seen any evidence of that, so that's all just speculation clearly at the moment. We'd like to have an investigation to find out exactly what happened, especially with all these voters. We don't know why they kicked 250,000 voters off the polls to be able to vote. Only time will tell with that one, if the evidence ever does actually come out. We all knew that Mark Carney was getting in regardless. No one expected it to be fair or run properly. Mark Carney won with about 83-ish% of the vote, something like that, maybe a little more. He had 130-ish thousand of 150, give or take, somewhere in there. Tis what it is. All we can do is hope that he's not as bad as we all expect, and he is an economist and not a very, some people say he's good, some people say bad, but let's hope he can really help with the Canadian economy, because it's in shambles. But I really have a lot of doubts that he will. He's basically Justin Trudeau 2.0 and maybe even worse. And as always, stay curious, my friends.